Hello students, today we are going to continue with the first lesson of civics in which we were discussing the features of our Indian constitution, and we have discussed many features in which the last features which we discussed was the fundamental rights. And as I have already said that fundamental rights and fundamental duties are the two sides of the same coin. Fine. That means if we are talking about the rights, then we have to perform certain duties, and that is why these fundamental duties are added in our constitution, and this is the next feature or next characteristic of our Indian constitution. So, what are these duties? These duties helps us so that we could develop or we could do something for our nation, and it's not possible that we only ask for our rights and instead we are not going to do anything for our nation. That is why these duties are important. Fine. So now what are those duties? What are those fundamental duties which we have to follow as a citizen of the country? Are first one is to abide by the constitution, to respect our national flag, national anthem. That means to say that we have to completely follow our constitution. We cannot go beyond our constitution, and we should all have respect for our national flags and national anthem, and anything that is having some national importance, we should respect that. Fine. Next is to cherish and follow the noble ideals which was there for the freedom struggle. That means to say some noble ideals were followed during the time of freedom struggle from the Britishers. Fine. Those ideals should be kept as it is in our mind, and we should follow those ideals. That means those things, those ideals which our freedom fighters followed at the time of freedom struggle, we should never forget those ideals, and we should never forget their sacrifice also. Fine. Next fundamental duty is to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of our nation. As we all know that our country is having many diversities. That means there are many diverse people, there are many differences in our lifestyle, in our religion, in our caste, in our region, and everything. Fine. So in spite of these differences, we have to be united so that no one could come and again rule over us, so that we can maintain our supreme authority for us only. Fine. That is why it is our duty to maintain, to protect our sovereignty. That means to protect our nation from anyone else who is a foreigner or an outsider who wants to come in our country to rule. We have to protect our nation from them, and we have to make our unity as it is, maintain our unity as it is, so that nothing could harm our nation. Next fundamental duty is to defend the country and to render the services, national services. If our nation at any time need our services, then we should be very much over there to give services in any way which the nation needs. Like in this case, in COVID-19 or the disease which is going on, we as a citizen of country have the duty to stay at home, so that the government who is working or who is fighting with this disease, or the doctors and the police people who are fighting with these disease, can help us to get rid of this disease. So again, the nation has called us to get up and stand for our nation, not coming out but by being at our homes. Fine. So this is the present example of this particular duty which we are following. Fine. Next fundamental duty is to promote harmony. That means we should never try to have fights with because of any reason, or because of any issues, because of any differences. We should always think that there should be the peace and harmony in our country, so that no one else from outside could take benefit of our wars. Fine. Next fundamental duty is to value and preserve the composite culture. We have so many cultures in our India that we have to come together and protect those cultures. We have so much diversity in India, so many cultures and traditions in India, that we need to protect them, and it is our duty as a citizen of country that we should protect those cultures, we should protect them and promote them. Fine. Next duty as the citizen of our country is to protect and improve the natural environment. That means whatever the natural environment is there in India, we have different types of temperature at different places in India. Fine. Now, because of our bad habits or because of our bad deeds, we are destroying our natural environment. Fine. So being the citizen of a country, we should see that we don't destroy our natural environment, rather we should try to protect them. Fine. How we can protect our natural environment? By planting trees, by not throwing the garbage here and there. Fine. These things we usually do, so we should avoid doing such things. We should try always to protect our natural environment. Next duty in the sequence is to develop scientific temper. That means we should always try to develop ourselves scientifically. That means we should always try to increase our technological knowledge, and we should try to enhance our technological knowledge and scientific knowledge, so that our country could stand in the world. Fine. Next is to safeguard the public property. If like you use public property, trains, buses, roads, yes, so all these public property are your responsibility to protect them. If you are going to destroy those public properties, then who is going to harm? Who is going to get into loss? We as citizens, as the citizens of a country, are going to get at loss. Fine. So it is our duty to protect those public properties which is there for us to use. Next is the fundamental duty is that to strive towards the excellence in all the fields. Whichever field you choose, in every field we should try to do our best, we should try to give our best, so that our country could be developed and our country could be progressed in every field, and we as a nation, we as the citizens of a country could bring up our nation's name in the world. Fine. So these were the fundamental duties, which is very important part of our Indian Constitution, and which gives the citizens of the country to have some responsibility for our nation. Fine. So revise these things, and then in next class we are going to discuss the directive principles of state policy. Thank you, class.